guys. I'm not normally at this time. So, yeah. You see my camisole thing that I wear. Um, yeah, I'm just right now I'm going on TikTok too. So, I don't know if anybody's going to be on here. On Tik They're not used to seeing me on YouTube. So, we're going to see if they go, if they do it.
Oh, they will
So,
go.
they'll be over here. They'll be live. Tarot Tuesday. There. Okay, you guys. Here we go. There. Let's see who we get.
Okay, guys, here we go.
Yep, there we go. Hi guys. See if I get anybody. There's 4. I'm on live on Tuesdays. I'm telling everybody, they don't really realize it. I'm changing my schedules. So you're gonna see me, I think Sunday. A Sunday. I'm not sure yet. So hi guys. And you're like, oh my God, she's on. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, she said thank you. So did you take care of that?
I am doing it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna hang up because I'm on live. So bye. That was Divergent Heart, you guys. That was Divergent Heart. We're talking back and forth about what we're gonna do, and we're trying to figure out how to get to more people. Because I've got 51,000 followers, and I'm not always getting enough online, and we don't know what time. We're thinking Sundays. What do you guys think? We're just figuring it out. We're going to figure it out. We're talking about analytics. We're watching what the trend is, I know on a Sunday, I don't know about you guys, but are you on a Sunday and there is nothing to freaking watch on TV? It sucks. And I end up being on TikTok anyway, so I'm thinking, well, maybe I should be on TikTok at that time. Because the 7 here is 5. Everybody's going home yet in California. And it's 8 o'clock in the East Coast. So I'm not going to have any of my California folks on here. So I don't know. Anyway, just playing around, trying to, hi guys, hello. You might not have seen me too much. Yes, you caught this live. I am always on here. Hi, Jan. I am on here on Tuesday nights. Now, the last time I wasn't, I had COVID. Remember, I'm just getting over COVID. I feel so much better. Like, I can see that, like, the colors back in my face. I didn't look well. I felt lousy. It was day 8, and I woke up kind of like, ooh, I feel better. Now, my husband still feels tired from COVID. He still doesn't feel real good. He's been real tired out. I feel fine. So, I don't know. It's like I had a head cold, and I still have a touch of it. You'll hear me cough every once in a while, but it's pretty much gone. I went and got groceries today, so that's how much better I'm feeling. So anyway, hi guys. Well, there's 211. Hi guys. Yeah, you sound better too. I know that's what everybody said too, because what I was developing, and this is what was disgusting, was I was developing bronchitis with it, is what was going on. And I took some amoxicillin, and within an hour you could taste it, like it's in your throat. Oh God, it was gross. I gotta actually take some more today. But I was developing bronchitis, is what it was. So I feel much better. I actually did a bunch of readings today. I'm going to catch up with all you guys this week. I've got maybe 5 backlogs that I got to catch up with, and then I'm caught up completely. So this week I've done 23. I think so. It's something like that. 23 was all I did. I usually do up to 30. I didn't do. So anyway, I'm feeling much better. And it's been 8 days, and what's so funny is my daughter was sick for exactly 8 days, and she said she woke up and there was just drainage. I had so much, I was choking this morning. I mean, it was bad. I was gagging, and it was just drainage. But I took a little Sudafed, so I'm better. So now what I'm going to be doing, you guys, is we're going to explain this. If you want a question, I will pick 5 randoms. So you'll get a free one. But anybody who wants a question for sure answered is going to go to buymeacoffee.com, and you're going to give me $5. How's that? But I will try to answer like maybe 5 questions. All right? And I figured that way I can get you. I think that's reasonable. I don't ask too much. And that way I will make sure you get answered. Not only will I make sure you'll get a decent answer. I won't just say yes and scroll. So, I had one person, and I ended up pulling her from my live today, and I said, call me, because I needed to tell her information that was private. And I'm very much into that. I don't like dirtying people's laundry, airing people's laundry in public. So I'm kind of like that. And that's one of the things I'm having. By the way, anybody that's near Greenville, South Carolina. I'm going to be there in October teaching classes. So that's about an hour and a half from Atlanta. So it's not that far. So to let you guys know, that's where I'm going to be. And I've already got it. We got it partially set up already. I'm teaching. I am doing 2 gallery readings, which I don't normally do. You know, where I have like 30 people and I just read. But I'm doing that. I'm teaching a class on psychometry. That's how to read objects. I'm also teaching the 7 Steps of the Spiritual Awakening, which is my book. Teaching how to manifest. Jonathan's going to teach about empaths, so he's going to be there with me. And what's my other one? I have one other one, but I'm going to be there all week. And I'm also going to be doing a ghost hunt and ghost tour. So I'm going to be busy. So it's a whole week of activities. It's right before Halloween. So it'll be a lot of fun. So, and if you guys want to see me guest speak or hear me or meet me or just talk to me or whatever, I'm an hour and a half outside of Atlanta, and I have a very large number of people from Atlanta. So I know that I'm not far from Charleston either. So I'm trying to think. I think someone said it was 2 hours from Charleston. I'm not sure. Think about that. Okay. All right. Okay. So thank you. I love my nails. These are actually purple. They don't look purple, do they? If you look close, they are. They're purple. So, and yes, I chose the color, and I told them how I wanted it done. They're airbrushed. So, yes. I look like they're black, but they're not. They're purple. So, okay. Hi, guys. Hi. Oh, there's Michael. Michael, Divergent Heart wanted to know if you were still a moderator, and I said, yeah, leave. Michael's a good guy. Just if I haven't seen him in a little while, but leave him as a moderator. You are a moderator. I don't know if you knew that. So I'm telling you, some of you guys know Princess. I know she is, but she's driving home right now. See, I know some of you guys really well. It's over the years. So, and you've been on my YouTube. So if you haven't joined my YouTube, TikTokers, join my YouTube. Because there's extra free things on there too. Extra little things that I do. Okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to say it one more time. If you want to make sure I get your question answered, because sometimes I do go through your answers and I don't answer them. It's buymeacoffee.com. And that's okay. And if not, and I'm going to pick 5 people. That's it to answer. Other than that, and I'll be on here an hour. So, but that does, I'm going to make sure that I answer you completely. Okay? Yeah, Divergent says, you made the cut there, Michael. And I said, oh, Michael's a good guy. Don't remove him. A bunch of people were on there. We had somebody I blocked. Now, ask me how this is possible. You guys, ask me how this is possible. I had a moderator who is the biggest ass ever that's been on here. And he's been on here a couple times, and I blocked them repeatedly. And he was a moderator. How does that happen? Unless it was a good friend. Do you see him at one point that just decided to become a real jerk? I don't know. That just floors me. And I don't know. It's just really strange to me. But we just removed him as off the whole site. So anyway, hi guys. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna answer 5 people. Hi. Are you in Charleston? Okay. If you want to, okay. October, the last week of October, I'm gonna be in Greenville, South Carolina. I'm staying for a whole week, and there's going to be a whole week of activities. We're going on a ghost hunt. We're doing a ghost walk. We're doing all kinds of stuff. A bunch of classes, how to be a better empath, my other class, I want how to protect yourself. People don't understand how to turn things, as empaths, a lot of times they don't understand how to turn it on and turn it off. And yes, thank you if you want to give me roses. I appreciate the rose thing. So if you want to give me roses, I like those too. Thank you. But if you want a real question and you want to make sure it's answered, I'm connected to Divergent Heart. He'll watch and see when people are asking a real question, and I'll completely answer you right here without having me to do a lot of extra junk. So, okay. But anyway. Oh, I'm so sorry. Menace that your cat passed. Do you Menace, is your cat, did you ever have is it a black cat? Or did you ever have a black cat? There's a black cat coming through for you. So take a look at that and tell me if I'm right. Because I see a black cat. Okay? All right. Hey guys. Hi guys. Oh, thank you. Like I said, one more time, I'm going to be in Greenville, South Carolina in October. As far as we know, it's completely is set up already. I mean, it's basically in the process. We're going to make banners. We're going to make sure everybody knows we're there. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun actually. So we're thinking of. It's too bad. Divergent Heart. He and I are always trying to think of ways to make our business better. And his feeling is that at one point we should have had a an aura machine, an aura computer program that you could like capture your aura photography, and because you'll capture all kinds of really cool things when you do them. So anyway, hold on here. I lost a key to your music cabinets. Sab, are you wanting me to find it? Is that what you're wanting? Tell me, let me know. All right. Thank you guys. All right. Okay, so that everybody knows. Okay, I got about an average about 150 to 200 usually at one given point, and they have to remember it's early in the night. If I were on more at maybe 8 or 9, that's why I think Sundays, because everything on TV sucks on Sundays. So I'm thinking that I'm going to start doing Sunday, and maybe instead of Tuesday. I don't know. What do you think? We'll keep that, and you just watch, and you'll see me when I go live. Anyway, so I might be doing that. But back to a question about a key. I want to say you had left it on a table and now it's on a floor under something. It's on I want to say it's fallen off a table or a counter or something. I've helped other people find things. So that's what I got, Sab. So see if you can get that, okay? All right. Now, reminder to keep your questions. Don't say what's in store for me. I can do that. And if you called me for a reading, yes, I can. But I'm telling you right now, you're going to give me a headache, and you will see when my energy shifts. It's too much when there's this much going on at the same time. So I will answer something short and sweet, and try to give a little bit more stuff to it. But if you want that whole question would be a half-an-hour reading, guys. Okay, so that you understand. All right. Okay, question 1. All right, remember you'll get them for free. And by the way, if you paid for them, thank you. That was and you remember, you guys do know I'm trying to make a healing center, right? The money that I'm making is trying to go to buy a piece of property. I just looked at something. It was an older farmhouse, and it's got 15 acres up in the Wisconsin Dells. It's a resort area for 160 grand. And I was looking at it, and I'm like, I got about half. But I want, so anything you guys are giving me is going for something. It's not like I'm just making me rich. Trust me. Okay? So thank you for sending me the roses, you guys. Oh, you sent me cake. Okay. Okay. So, hold on. I had a question. I'm going back. Yeah. Okay, hey, from Florida. You're the 4th person today I've talked to. 3 of my clients today were from Florida. I can't find the question. Well, I was gonna. Amber, if you're asking if you're an empath, then you most likely are. Here's a question. Do you have a tendency to be nice, so nice that people use you? Do you happen to get sick when people are fighting? Do you happen to need space and be away from people sometimes? Do you need to be in nature? See, all those questions are the empath. Do you know what some other people are thinking? Can you walk in a room and know if someone's been fighting? Think about that. That's an empath. Okay. All right. Tia, I don't understand your question. No or yes? I don't understand the question. Okay, but sorry. Okay, here's one question. I answered one, so this is 2. Stella, I'm meeting my biological cousin for the first time Thursday. Will it go? How will it go? I don't know if they're going to be on time. I don't know if they're going to miss, but something's weird there. They're very, very apprehensive, but very excited too. So be patient with them. Thinking you're going to find out you have a lot in common with them. Okay? And so I think it's going to go fine. You're not going to fall in love and run and be best friends and be best buddies, but you're going to find connections and similarities. Okay? So it will go okay. All right. All right. Hold on here. I'm trying. Hi, guys. Ilya. Is it Ilya? Ilya. Will the job that my husband Frank started be long term? Will it work out? Yeah, what's long term? It's gonna last about a year and a half before he finds something else or moves up. Then he's gonna have a job change, and it'll be okay. He isn't gonna be absolutely thrilled with it, but he'll work. He'll do it. He isn't horrible that he hates it, but he'll be okay. Okay. All right. CS. Are you buying property this month? If you do, it's the very, very end of it. End of the month. It looks like it's more next month, but you found something you like. This is my suggestion. This is me talking. You notice the prices are coming down like I predicted. I remember I'm a prediction person. You can call me a soothsayer if you want, but I'm a prediction person, and I said the prices were gonna. I predicted the gas prices. I predicted the stock market. I predicted they found, did you guys notice that I predicted that they would find a Bigfoot? I didn't know it was a hoax. I just know that's what they found. That's what I heard. That's what I wrote down. And so I knew it was a hoax, but I kind of figured it probably would have been. I mean, you'd think it would be. But I said they're going to find a Bigfoot. And I predicted that in my January podcast. That's what I get. I get what I get, right? Didn't say it was right or wrong or true or false or it was a hoax or not. I did predict that. So go figure, right? Now, I don't know if you guys saw my most recent thing about aliens, but I just put a video up and they're telling me that they're coming. Like from the other side, they're saying they're on their way. And everybody's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And I'm like, why are you afraid? They're here to keep us from blowing each other up and destroying the planet with the filth and pollution. They don't mean any harm. We were implants most likely from them. So what? I don't know. That's what I think. I don't know. You tell me what you think, but I'm not. But I swear to you, I was doing a reading today, and I'm a medium. And the guy kept saying, he goes, they're here. They're here. They're here now. And he kept saying that, and then he's like, well, they're coming. They're coming now, like now. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, and I repeated it, and I put it on TikTok. So just a thought. Okay. Okay. Is your baby that passed okay? Okay. Is your baby? That's question 3. Is your baby passed? That's okay. Yes, always, because whenever I see a miscarriage, a termination, or a stillbirth, they appear about a 6 or 7-year-old, and I see them all the time. A lot of times they wait and recycle, or they wait and they are guides for their other brothers and sisters. I've seen both. So just to let you know, okay? All right? Okay. So, Divergent Heart, did anything come across Buy Me a Coffee? So we kind of get you guys weaned on this and get you used to it. I know some people just send me stuff Cash App, but I'm only answering 5 questions this whole hour. So that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. So, okay. Is your own sister a good homeopathic doctor for you? Yes, but for some reason they're telling me to go have her refer you to somebody else. I don't know why. I don't know if it's a sister thing where you're going to at each other, but they're telling me to tell you that you need to have your sister refer you somewhere else. No offense. Okay? Could be just the sister dynamics. Okay? All right? Okay. Yes, go ahead and send me some roses too. Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't get much for it, but hey, um, I've answered 3 already. Thank you guys. And yes, oh, Malaysia. Hi, Malaysia. I see some of you guys I know on here. Awesome. Hey, Malaysia, how are you feeling? Are you any better after your accident? You okay? Yes, I do know all you guys. You guys, I know most of you. I'm sorry, but I got a million. You guys do understand it on TikTok. I have 1 million live watchers on a podcast. And I know there's a lot of them I know. And on my podcast, it's about 60% American. Here on TikTok, my people listening are about 93%. So most of you are Americans on here. But everywhere else, they're all around the country, all around the world. So, yeah. Anyway, okay, another question. Okay, so let me talk about the money thing. How many people have said to me, I want to win the lottery? Am I going to win the lottery? I am a very, I am a realist. Keep playing. And there are some people that I said, you know what, I might tell them to play. You know what, go play the lottery. But most of the time, honestly, you wouldn't win. I've watched somebody win right in front of me with a ticket, with a scratch. Watched won $100,000. So it's possible, I'm telling you. But I'll tell you if I think you're going to win. If I say to play. Now I'm going to tell you one thing, a secret coming up. As of October 28th to into March, like maybe 23rd, something like that, it's very lucky. Pisces is coming direct into Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of luck. Jupiter also contains and rules Sagittarius. So if you're a Sag and a Pisces like me, I'm very lucky. I'm going to be playing the lotto every day. Now here's the thing. When one time they said, well, I want you to play the lotto, you're going to win. And I'm like, okay, I did. Didn't, nothing big. And the one time that I accidentally didn't was the numbers would have came in and I would have won about $8,500. Now, is that $8 million? No, but $8,500 sure ain't nothing to sneeze at. So, go figure, right? Yes. All right. Okay, hold on. All right, a couple more questions and that is it. Will we resolve? Hey, you've got $17,000 of debt? Yeah, you will. I have it in student loans, but they're paying it off for me. Yes, I'm this old. I'm in my 50s and still have student debt. I could pay it off, but they said, as a teacher, and what kills me is you need to pay your debt off. Well, then you come frickin' teach for 31 years and see if you could handle it. Because you won't. That's why they're having people with absolutely no teaching experience, no teaching to credentials, and probably can't even read and write themselves, teaching classes and teaching school in Florida. Because they can't find anybody because they're sick and tired of the disrespect and the bad pay. Yeah. I remember I taught for 31 years and I'm not gonna mince my words when it comes to teaching. Because I've gone through, you name it, I've pulled lice out of kids' hair. I have taken a loaded handgun from a kid. I have held kids down on the ground to keep them safe while someone else is pounding on them, trying to get around me to pound on them. I'm shielding them. I'm getting asked, are we all going to die by a 5-year-old? You guys don't know what we've gone through. 31 years, and I'll tell you something, I suffer from trauma from teaching. I have PTSD from teaching. I do have it. I've seen a counselor because of it. You guys don't know. I mean, I can go on and on. I've had principals. You have no idea. It was so bad that one got walked out, and because she was such a bully that it was a nightmare. And you guys don't know what we're going through. Just to let you know. But anyway, I'm just off my high horse now. So anyway, I do. Okay, hold on, PT Chris. I'll get to you in a second. I will answer your question because I know you well. When I know you as well, and I sometimes will answer something, send me some roses. And if you really want to make sure it's answered properly, send me a cup of coffee. If you want to do this when we're done, I have time tomorrow to answer emails. So what you do is send me a cup of coffee.com. buymeacoffee.com/enchantedskye, and then put a question on there for $5. I'll answer it for you. It's like if you want an email. See, we're in the process of changing everything. I'm getting a new website. It's in the process of just completely overhauling. We've gotten too big. I'm backed up to 6 weeks. But if you got one quick question, I can do that. And I am caught up with everything. I think I got, what do I have tomorrow, Jonathan? I think I've got 3 readings tomorrow. It's not bad. And then I think I have like 3 to Thursday to catch up because I did take part of one of the days off and it feels so good yesterday. I only did 3 on my 8. So because I'm like, I didn't want to get tired and I didn't want to, but I'm feeling a lot better. You can tell I feel better. So yeah. All right. PT Chris, I said I'd enter you, didn't I? Hold on. Let me see if I can find you. Okay. I did a blood test and it seems normal. Began feeling tired all the time. Will doctors find out what's going on? Yes, PT Chris, it feels to me like it's autoimmune and it's blood related. So it might be Hashimoto's. Okay, I want to tell you guys something about Hashimoto's. Now, you guys, that's a thyroid disorder, right? If your thyroid comes back normal, I want you to make sure you tell them I want an antibodies test. Because my thyroid always works perfectly fine, at least so they say. My antibodies on my Hashimoto, I have Hashimoto's, on my thyroid, even though my thyroid seems to be working okay, is 350 times what it's supposed to be. And they didn't catch it until I complained and said, no, you're going to check this because it runs in my family. My daughter has it, I had it, my grandmother had it, my mother had it, my great-grandmother had it. So just a thought, to ask for an antigen test for your thyroid. You'll be very shocked. And I do notice from what I've been told from the other side, from my dear friend Jim, who now is my guide, that a lot of that will go away when I lose weight. So I'm getting weight loss surgery. So sometimes you get inflammation even in your thyroid from having too much. I can't lose weight no matter what I diet. You guys, like, you don't understand. I do 10. I didn't do 10,000 because I've been sick. I think I did 5,000 today. But it's nothing for me to do 8, 10, 12,000 steps a day. It's just nothing. You know, I'm going to go out tomorrow and garden. And you guys understand I'm running a farm. I'm rolling 1,000-pound bales of hay. My husband and I roll that much. We roll it and put it in place. And we do all kinds of stuff. So he just painted my whole deck with all the real pretty reddish-brown stain. I was impressed because I got a hot tub. One of those blow-up ones. I'll tell you if it works. I'll take a picture and show you guys. I don't know if it works or not, but we got a good deal on it. So everybody says they do. I don't know. Well, I guess we'll find out. Anyway, all right. So I always, a farm is a lot of work, you guys. You've got to be in really good shape. Even though I'm heavy, I'm in really good shape. Tomorrow I got to go out to my field and dig up. We've got these, they're deadly nightshade, and they're from India, and they've taken over. And they get these beautiful purple flowers. So people grow them in their yard. And they're deadly nightshade. I'm kidding you not. And they've taken over my back pasture. Well, I can't put in down stuff to kill it. So I have to hand dig them. And over the last 5 to 6 years, I bet you I've dug over 10,000 of those up. And I just saw by my fence line a couple of them yet. So I'm going to go out there tomorrow morning and take a shovel and dig them up and bring them back up to the house. Then the thing is you can never burn them because you'll hallucinate. If you eat one leaf, you can die. My horses know not to eat them. They have a funny smell to them. The horses don't eat them, but they've just taken over the whole pasture. So I'm at a point where I just keep digging them up until they're all gone. And then I dispose of them. I put them in a bag and I try to be, I'm going to put them in a biodegradable space. So at least they're biodegradable. But I can't burn them. I can't do anything with them. So, yeah. Anyway, hold on, you guys. Hi, guys. Hold on. I'm going to answer a couple more questions. I always do. I always say I'm going to answer 5, and then I end up more. Am I one of the readings? Are you? Am I? Did you put anything? Oh, tomorrow? Oh, am I? You know what? I'll look that up and get back to you. I got your number. You guys do know that once you call me and you become a regular client, which they call me on Talk to Me all the time, you go on speed dial. And if you go on speed dial and I have something, like I'm sending out like a free coupon or something, you'll just get added. So I do it all the time. So that's why I know some of these people so well. Because what happens is you become part of my chart. And so when I travel, like I meet people in places and I'm actually going to a friend who I met through YouTube. I'm going to her house in New York. We're going to go to Niagara Falls and then we're going to go out to Salem. Somebody's telling me I need to be in Salem. There's something I'm supposed to do and there's someone I'm supposed to meet. I don't know what that means. I hope I'm not disappointed. I heard it was very commercialized now, and it gets kind of disappointing. I thought New Orleans was like that too, by the way. I was a little disappointed in New Orleans. I wasn't impressed, we're going to put it that way. Although I did get followed by a spirit that was in a long trench coat, and he looked like he might have been a goth or something. And at Marie Laveau's, at her cemetery, on her grave, I went to go do an X, and I couldn't get in because I had locked it because I was mad about it. But he was following me around. There was a spirit following me around. And finally I said, you're gone. I'm not messing with you. I have the control and you do not, so you're going to get lost. And he just kind of looked. I think he was surprised that I talked to him like that. I'm like, no, you're staying here. See ya. And, gone. I'm like, people don't realize you have the power to do that, right? Okay. If you get something following you don't like, Okay. So, okay. Let's see. You guys have to be, how many horses do I have? 4. I have 3 horses and a pony. And I'm really thinking now, I got the go ahead for my mare. Now, if you guys know, I've got lots of hobbies. I got lots of knowledge about lots of stuff. I'm a master gardener. I'm an artist and a working artist. I sell things. I'm a painter. Haven't done it in a while though. And I speak 3 languages fluently. I have 14 teaching certificates, 2 master's degrees, working on my PhD in metaphysical counseling. So writing, I'm an author and an illustrator, professional illustrator, but I'm also a horse trainer, and I'm a very good horse breeder. It runs in my family. My whole family races and trains horses. So if you ever look up Duncan, the name Duncan in the horse racing world, it's a very prominent name. And so I'm very good at horse breeding. Well, I found this really good stud for my mare out here, and I had to have a check done. There's something called a lethal white, and if it's in a paint horse, because they have a lot of white in them, that you can breed it, and it can be born completely white, and it dies. And so you don't want that. So you have to make sure because the stud is carrying a lethal white gene because he's Palomino. And my horse is a dark bay. I'm trying to get if you guys know what a buttermilk buckskin paint mare is, what I'm after. And I'm very, very good at breeding. And so I'm thinking I might go take it, but it's getting late. It's August. That means the horse would be born in July. I'm like, I don't know about that one. I don't know how I feel about that. My other horse was born in July, and weaning them in the middle of October, November, when you're going into winter, sucks. So, yeah. So I'm kind of, I don't know about it. Anyway, all right. How many? Okay. I'm going to take one more question right here. Will I finally be able to move soon and find my perfect apartment? In about 4 to 6 months. I still say I don't think rent's coming down, but the housing market is crashing. And you know what? Here's another prediction that I said in my live this morning, that I said that there is going to be some type of program they're going to be offering to new homeowners that's really going to make a difference for a lot of you guys. Big time. I don't understand. I know they offer something now, but not like they are. I don't understand. I don't know if it's big. I don't understand it completely, but I want to say early next year there's an offer. Now, I am dead serious, and please check me out. I am 100% on my January predictions this January. Check out my video. We posted it on my website. We posted it on my YouTube. It's on Metaphysical Meanderings. It's my podcast, but it's also played on my YouTube, and it's played here on TikTok Live. So, but I'm telling you, if you watch me, there's one thing that has not come to pass yet, and it should come to pass from what we see by the end of the year. But every single thing happened. I just was shocked because I've missed a couple things. I'm not perfect. So I said Kyle Rittenhouse would serve time. And I think maybe that was wishful thinking because I can't stand that whole thing. Because remember, I'm from Wisconsin. He's an embarrassment. Total embarrassment. He should have served time, sorry. Because I know one of the people that was shot and killed. And he was a good person. So it's a bunch of crap. So I don't even want to go there with that. It's a touchy subject for me. So maybe I was too close to the subject. So, yeah, anyway. Thank you. Yes, I have three. I have four horse. One of these days, you guys have seen my horse. If you look at my YouTube, my horse Sky. I got a picture of him. He's named. That's what Enchanted Skye. It's my horse. My horse's name is Sky, and I bred him. I bred him myself and got exactly what I wanted: the right height, the right color, everything. I'm very good at it. And I'm very good at picking out a good horse. I know I'm very good at connecting. I'm very good at breaking and training. I know how to do all of it. So I'm getting a little older though, so I just ride him. I don't really want to go through training another horse. So I'm kind of like, I don't know. Maybe if I found something I could really trust and maybe I've dropped a little more weight and I got a little more confident again. But right now I'm kind of, I used to gallop and I took a tumble and broke some ribs about 7 years ago on a horse that was I shouldn't have been riding. He was a jerk. The horse I've got now, one time I fell on accident because every once in a while, if you know how to fall, you won't hurt yourself. You do this when you fall. You won't break anything. You just roll. I fell off at a dead gallop. I'm 48 years old and stood up and just brushed myself off. But he tossed his head because he just did this. Trust me, he will never. He shook. He was so upset I fell off. That's a true horse. That's a horse that you're bonded with. Will never hurt you. You're their master. They know you take care of them. It's not true that a horse will just walk up and kick you, that's not true. That they know who you are to them. I'm also his bread and butter. I feed him. I've known him since the day he was born. So he almost died on me. I had to pick him up. He was so little, I picked him up and carried him to the barn. He's now 1,200 pounds. So he's in his head, though, he still thinks he's that little colt that I picked up and carried. He wouldn't hurt me for anything. And so now he won't gallop. He won't gallop with me on. He'll trot and he'll do a light canter, but he won't because he's afraid I'm going to fall off. Every horse I've ever owned, if they think you're going to fall, they stop. Because they can feel if you're losing balance and they stop. That's a horse. That's the way the horses should be. You hear all these stories about these wild horses, and then you hear this thing about Superman. Clark. His name is that's on the tip of my tongue. I can see him in my head. Anyway, his wife's name's Dana. Anyway, he was on a horse. You guys don't know, 10 feet up. He was jumping. He was 10 feet in the air. What do you expect, to fall on your neck from 10 feet, not hurt yourself? You really don't fall off that much. Be prepared, you probably will at some point. And they always say you fall off at least 7 times before you know how to ride real good. And I've probably fallen where I've caught myself, where I've slid off and jumped and landed on my feet. So anyway, all right. Here we go. Okay, so question 4 is Melania. Will your house be finished within 2 years? Under. Yeah, definitely under. Okay. All right. Okay, hold on. Clark Kent, but who am I thinking? Christopher Reeve. I kept saying Christopher Reeve. Yeah, you guys don't. Yeah, there. Yeah, see there. Thank you. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, oh, okay. Thank you for telling me. I got it. It took me a minute to recall. Anyway, yeah, he was up 10 feet in the air jumping. That's why I keep telling everybody, like, oh, I'm going to break my neck. So people don't ride anymore because they're afraid they're going to fall like Christopher Reeve. And I'm like, you do understand, he was up 10 feet. That's high. He was on a horse that was 17 and a half hands high. My horse is 15 hands. Now, the hands are 4-inch spaces. That was almost 2 feet taller than my own horse. Like, you get one that's a little shorter, like a 14-2 little quarter horse, and you basically slide off. You don't really fall because they're little, So just to let you know, I'll have you guys I have pictures of my granddaughter. Is nuts about horses. She looks like me too, and she's left-handed like I am, and she's got my attitude, and she's an Aries, and it's so funny to see her. She looks exactly like me, and it's just weird, except she looks a little different in the eyes and stuff, but Her attitude's the same. She likes animals, and she's, but she's a horse nut, just like I was when I was little. And we got her a pair of little pink boots, and she's got this little tiny pony that's 36 inches, and she's riding, and she's concentrating. And she's got a little pink hat on. It's cute. I'll have to give up. Of course, I will cut her face out because I'm a real stickler about letting my grandkids on here. You will not see them. I'm protecting them. I've got my 9-year-old granddaughter is absolutely drop dead gorgeous. I'm not just saying it because she's my own granddaughter, but we have problems at school already with boys walking up and kissing her. I said, you turn around and slug them, and if they take you to the office, you have them, you call your mom, your grandma, because I worked for the school district she goes to. I will raise some hell and you will pay. I said, you will not mess with my granddaughter. And I said, all you have to do is tell them. And what's so funny is I just retired from the school she'd be going to. So she would have had her grandmother for the art teacher. It's kind of funny. Anyway, but I said, yeah. So I won't put them on here. I won't. I just won't. So, okay. Will your business pick up? It's a lull. Don't get upset yet. Something about November will pick up, and maybe around Christmas time, it's going to pick up a little bit. It's not going to pick up a whole lot, but it's going to be better and get you through. Okay. They said you need to add something, like add some type of product, something. You need to add something. I don't know what that means. You might. Okay. So thank you guys for sending hearts. I appreciate the little hearts because I get, they add up, a little bit. Okay. What will Biden do with student loans? He's going to pay them off. I'm telling you, he's got it. That I said that in, I believe in my maybe last year's podcast, that a lot of the debt was getting paid off. Now I know I'm in the process of giving I have 17 grand yet, and they're going to pay mine off. They've already started the process. I'm just waiting to hear now. Now, it kind of makes me mad because they said, well, you got to be working full time. But I did for 30 years. You promised me in 1990, I'm not kidding, you would pay my loan off. If I were to teach for 10 years, I did what you told me to do, and you never freaking paid it off for 30. How much money did you make off of me for all those years of interest? You need to pay my damn loan off. And then you get these right-wingers that are like, you need to pay your own way, and I paid my loan off. You didn't go through what I went through, and there was a promise made to me that you need to keep. Let's see. We're going to give billions to these damn corporations, but you can't give it to a poor art teacher who has busted her butt in this classroom for 31 years. So, yeah. Anyway, all right. So here. Okay, I'm going to take a couple more. I've taken more than 5. I always say I'm going to do 5. I end up doing 10. It's okay, though. Hi, guys. Okay, Sweet Pea, where are you? Let me see. Why don't you, Jonathan, put her question. Put that on YouTube and put it up into the comments, and I will make sure I answer Sweet Pea. Okay, all right. I will make sure I get them answered, and I will answer you properly. Okay, that's probably the best way to do it. I guess we're trying to figure this out as we go. Okay, yeah, because I'm not really. Anything you guys are giving me, especially off of Buy Me a Coffee, is being watched. Because it's considered a GoFundMe type of site, because that's what I'm using to buy my property. And I'm going to make a retreat center and a place type for meditation and yoga, and I want it out in the country, and I want to be the land steward where, there's wild animals. Maybe I'll have the horses there, because my horses wouldn't hurt anybody. They're very, very, very gentle. They love people. And I won't have an animal that's dangerous. I've got too many grandkids. Got 4 grandkids so far. So I wouldn't do that, but I've thought about how to do it. But that, like I said, it's been being watched as a GoFundMe site type of thing. So anything you do send me to Buy Me a Coffee goes there, and it sits in a fund. I haven't touched it, so I'll just let you know. Okay. Hi, Sweet Pea. Okay, okay. Amanda, how many guides do you have? Please and thank you. Here we go. I got it, Sweet Pea. Thank you. Now, you always have 7 guides. You guys know that, right? You have your angel, your own personal angel, an archangel. You got an animal guide, a spirit animal, a fantasy creature, an ancestral guide, and I'm missing one. What am I missing? There's 7. Anyway, I had to think about it for a second, but there's 7, and then you could have up to 2 or 3 personal. For me, because of what I do, I have about three of them now that are very active with me. And you want to be, what's really strange is you can see stuff on my cameras sometimes. And I'm not kidding. Please play back, go onto YouTube and watch. You will see angels fly. One is 3/15/2022, and I just did one this month in, was it Pisces? It was one of my cusp readings, and something flew right in front of me. It goes around my ear. If you slow it down and make it big, it's got wings like this, and it's somebody doing this. I kid you not, you can see it. And that was live, so there's no way I can, but I've also got them on tape. And I want to say for you, Sweet Pea, you have two. You have a man and a woman. One I want to say is like Guatemalan or Central American or something, Mexican, or like they're kind of like that, with real long hair that you would wrap up. But she lived a long time ago. She's very motherly. The other one wants you to take more risks. See, they're there for a reason. For me, my newest guide is somebody who just passed. He's an ancestral guide. He's a dear friend, and he is definitely he comes in every single reading. Every time I'm reading for somebody else, he comes through. Like, he'll come through for them. And it's just weird to see stuff. Like, it's kind of funny in a way. But, I've also got two other they're both Native American. My first person kind of looked Native American, but I don't know if she was. She had long dark hair. But and they do change as your life changes, because you need different things and different guides. And your ancestral guides can always change. You could maybe right now have a grandfather who wants to help you make sure you're set up in life. Then you can, next time you're in a new job and this grandma had the same problem with work that you have, and she'll be your guide. They change constantly. But I do want to say you have two main spirit guides that are two. I want to say also that your totem animal, your spirit animal, you got a totem animal, it's your main animal. Then you got spirit animals that change sometimes. So for instance, mine's a horse, of course. But I've got, his spirit animals I've got a lot of them. An eagle, a buffalo. I've got a lot that means something. Like for a long time, my fantasy creature was a flying pig. And it still is to a certain extent. I love flying pigs. Because it means to believe in the impossible. Okay, and so they all change constantly. Okay, so that just that you know. But like I said, you got two of them. And hold on, you've also got a very short lady on the other side that's an ancestor. Is that a grandma? She's very short, small bone. I think she colored her hair at one point, because her hair looks kind of reddish or like black. It doesn't look natural, completely natural. You know what I'm saying? So just to let you know, Sweet Pea, okay? And she's coming through, and I think she took care of you. I think it's a grandma. It might be an aunt, but I think but very small. Like, I don't think she was even 5 foot. She's small, okay? All right, a couple more questions, you guys. I'm going to start doing this, I think, on Sunday nights. I think Sunday nights would be good. I think so, okay? I think that's just to see what happens, right? Okay. RM brand wine. You do know you're all full caps, right? You know, that's like you're screaming at me, right? I'm not taking offense at it. I don't even know if you knew that. But yeah. New Scientific says 72 demons. Okay, what is that? I put spells and demons on you right now. New Scientific research, you know what? You're done. I don't need that crap. Thank you. Thank you. What a bunch of garbage. I don't even believe, you know what demons aren't, okay, is there evil in the world? Yes. Does hell exist? No. It's in your mind. If you think it exists, it exists. If you think you belong in hell, you'll go to hell. But if you believe that there isn't such a thing, then there isn't. That's biblical, by the way. I can show you now in the Apocrypha of God, what was it, the book of Nicodemus? It talks about Jesus. And Jesus says to his disciples, they look down and they see a man gnashing his teeth in hell, and he's burning up and he's asking for water. And Jesus looks at the followers and says, you know, he can get himself out of there anytime he really wants. So what does that tell you? See, that's been removed by the Catholic Church, because the Catholic Church wants complete control. So read that. That's in the Apocrypha, the lost books of the Bible. Read it. It's interesting. Okay? All right. Okay. Thank you already. Thank you, you guys. Oh no, I thought so. Brand wine. It's so great, sweetheart. Hold on. Here, let me ask your questions. Figured you didn't know that. It didn't seem like this. Most people don't know those things. So ask another question. Ask the question again, and I will answer it for you. Okay? All right. I just didn't know if you knew that. I was like, now I will tell you, please don't do this to me because I had about 3 people have done it so far. You didn't answer my question from the live, and they send in me an email. You really think I'm going to answer if you're going to talk to me like that and treat me like that? Like, seriously, I'm doing it for free to begin with? Seriously? Yeah. So, anyway. Will your sister's infertility treatment work this time? Next time. Don't give up. Is this the second or the third? It's like, I want to say the third or fourth time it's going to work, and there may be twins. It's what it feels like to me. Okay? All right? Okay, a couple more questions, you guys. I've been on here an hour already. Like, believe it or not, it's an hour already. Okay. Are you immigrating in the future somewhere else, Mike? Where do you live now? What are you thinking of going to Canada? Where are you thinking of going? That's why I'm asking. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why I say that. Sometimes I ask a question because what I see is I have to try to translate. And I think people always say, oh, you just are fishing for information. No, because I see stuff and I don't quite understand. So I didn't know if it was Canada because it feels like there's a move and it feels like it's on the continent. Or if you're in the United States. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay. All right. Do you really see spirits, or is that your imagination? Okay, this is how you can tell. Ask them to do something. I know that sounds crazy, but it's a little bit of a test for yourself to prove it to yourself and to prove it to them. Say, okay, all right, you're gonna leave me something. If you're really coming to me and I'm really seeing you, I'm going to find a pencil somewhere in my house in an odd spot. They will do that to let you know that they're around. Try that; it works because it works the same for your spirit guide. When your spirit guide, you want help from them, ask yes or no. Tell them to give you answers like that. Okay. So just to let you know. All right, couple. Okay, hold on. Ooh. Will you Can you please connect with your daughter? Mary, it's hard. I can definitely connect. But who is this? Did she have really long hair? It was kind of thick and it wasn't really dark, but it was darker. It's probably a little darker than mine. This isn't my real hair. My real color, see my real color. I highlight it and then it gets blonde because I'm out in the sun so much. So that's all I do. It just happens, you know. Yeah, so. All right. Lady Jazzy. Hi, Lady Jazzy. I'm in Texas and you're gonna try to move, but I think I'm supposed to stay. I'm gonna tell you what about Texas. They're gonna try to secede from the Union. Now, don't have to be a psychic to know this. They planned this and they put this in place and said they were gonna do this in 2023. Is the country gonna let them? No, but if you notice, they have their own electric system, their own grid system. Why did they do it? Come on, they've been trying to secede for 200 years. You don't have no idea how many people I've talked to very recently that says they're on their way out of Texas. It used to be a pot place to move, and now all of a sudden, because of the way they are. Now, I still say Abbott's going to win, but by the skin of his teeth, unfortunately, and it's all going to be because it's a rigged election. I don't care what anybody says. There's some because they aren't going to win otherwise. People are tired. Brenda, if you bought me a coffee, ask me a question, sweetheart. Now, I'm going to, Mary, like I said, does she have really long hair? And was she really attractive? tell me if I'm right, because like there's somebody coming through like that. Like she would put on makeup and she looked good. She looked really good. She's not real old. To me, she looks teens or early 20s. Whoever this is. So make sure, is that her? That's my question. Okay. Are you going through a tough time, Sheila? Sheila Schwartz. My mother's last name is Schwartz. We are part Jewish. Are you too? With a T. The T. Did you know why? If it's Schwartz with a T, means that they were Christian converts, because the T for the cross. Did you know that? I bet you didn't know that. But yeah, I'm a little touch Jewish. You can see that curl in my hair, because my grandfather had real curly hair, dark black curly hair, and so I've got the brown with the little bit of curl in it. Okay, a couple more questions, you guys, because it's almost an hour. Will you lose weight? You need medicine? Try the new one. I have a friend that went to Calibrate. That's the medicine's name. I think it's called Ozempic. I think it's actually Ozempic. They call it Calibrate. She lost 100 pounds on just medicine. Now, I was going to go on the medicine, but I decided I'm just going to go through the weight loss route. Because when I take medicine, I develop ketoacidosis and nearly die. I did it for 3 weeks and I already had acidosis started. So I can't take any of it. But try it. I calibrate with a C, okay? And because I've seen it work. I can see for a fact that it works. And I've seen several people actually that have lost, but not most people have lost like 40 or 50, but I have one friend that's lost 100 pounds. She looks great. I'm like, wow, good for you, you know? So your paper flew off your table and I didn't ask it. It scared you a little. You probably have a spirit with you. Now, really quick, you guys. You guys don't know I know you guys know on YouTube, but you might not know on TikTok, because I'm on both screens right now. I had a friend pass about a month ago, and I love him. I've always loved the guy. We were pretty good. He was my doctor, and I trusted him with my life. And it broke my heart to see him die. He was 4 years older than me and died of cancer, and it was just horrific. And it still hurts. And he's my guide, and he keeps coming through wherever I go. And it's funny because the stuff he says, like, I said something about being, how does this all work now? You know better than me. And he goes, no, you don't. No, you don't. You don't control. He goes, and by the way, you don't control the circus. That's what he said to me. It just made me laugh. And I just, stuff that, Anyway, I did a Reiki healing with one of my followers here who gave me a free Reiki treatment because she's like, you know what? I'm going to give you a free one because you give so much to people. I'm going to give you a free one. And I said, well, I don't what can I do for you? And she's like, nothing. So I'm like, okay. I am telling you, she was holding stones in her hands. The stone literally came up off her hand in midair on the camera, like this, and it shook. And it was Jim. It was my chiropractor's friend, my chiropractic friend. And and it's just, yeah, it's just. I know that's him. And it's funny that he's always around and he's always coming through at any point. I'm wondering if he asked if he could be my guide now, because I don't see my other two guides as much. I used to have one called Dances in the Wind that was an herbologist, I guess you could call it. Excuse me. I still have a touch of COVID, and my other one was Red Cloud, who was a very strong, man, just really big and strong. I don't feel him as much. I don't know. I think he must just be like being my guide now. I think by the way, with the COVID that I caught, I got mostly a head cold. I get like a tickle and I get drainage. And I had a sore throat. My ears hurt. I don't really have anything other than that. No aches. A really low grade temperature, 98.8 was what I had. And I don't know. I just don't think I got the real serious one. Because everybody I know around here who got that one was better than in a week. And they had like a head cold. So anyway. All right, you guys. I'm going to be getting off here. So is anybody else? Okay, if you did buy me a coffee and you sent me a question, I will get back to you with a link. So make sure when you do buy me a coffee, it should have your email with it. And I will just get right back to you. How's that? So if you want to, it's $5 and I'll send you back a vlog. Okay, it's not a big deal. It takes me not even 5 minutes to make, and I'll make a tape and then I'll just send it back to you on your email. Okay, so if you got a question, you can do that. All right, you guys, blessings to everybody. Make it a great evening. I had to get used to saying that. Blessings.